exercises and, of course, take your medicine, you may not have any more attacks.
Now, wait a minute. Just a few days ago, you were urging me to put my health first. I'm taking your advice. Now, the only way I can do that is to stay out of court. And the DA who can't argue cases is no DA at all. Taking my resignation up to the mayor's office right now.
You don't want to talk to Dr. Leonard? He has been optimistic lately.
Sure. Now that the trial is over. What happens when the next trial starts?
Well, you're going to have to start thinking about what will happen to you once you resign.
I have. I'll be a hell of a lot healthier. It's going to be all right. Don't worry. I'll be right back.
What's that?
You mean the gun?
Now, I'm only going to say this once. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. I don't pay blackmail to anyone, including you. My generosity does not extend to blackmailers. On principle. And I'm not so sure that the police would be overly concerned if I were to shoot someone who's already served time in prison, who was trying to blackmail me, you know, in my great fear, without thinking I might pull the trigger.
You don't look all that frightened to me.
Then you should be.
You wouldn't shoot me here in public.
She was hiding in Logan's room when you knocked on the door at 11:30.
So she knows I didn't kill him.
She can testify to the fact that he was still alive when you left.
Well, what about later? What about when you got hit on the head?
She was still hiding in the room when she heard the sounds of the scuffle and the shot being fired and the window being closed. And then she heard me break in.
Yeah, she says she heard the shot being fired. Don't you think she did it?
No, she was adamant about not firing the gun, and I believe her.
Well, the police aren't going to believe her. Oh, boy, is she going to be in trouble when she testifies.
Yeah, probably.
Wait a minute, why would she testify? She's certainly not known for her self-sacrifice. What happened? Sky? Skyler? What happened?
Your plan doesn't appear to be working.
My plan?
It took me a while to figure it out. On the face of it, it was very clever.
Mike, I have
You're trying to
actually...
win this case, not on its merits, but with a blatantly theatrical play, designed to swing the jury over to your side. And as far as I'm concerned, whatever the outcome of the trial, you've done a disservice not only to our profession, but to your client as well.
But you still haven't told me exactly what you think this plan is.
You came on so strong at the beginning of the trial, antagonizing everyone deliberately. And then I realized that it was to your advantage to continue with this jury.
The points I made about the national publicity ruining our chances for an effective change of venue were absolutely sound.
Oh, I agree. And they were argued nicely. But you saw that juror watching Raven when she confronted Judge Strahaney.
That's ridiculous.
And that's the moment you chose for your transformation, from arrogance to humility. I can still see that dawning light of comprehension come across your face just before you said, and loud enough for everyone to hear, Raven, you are innocent.
And that was the moment when I realized she was innocent.
Oh, that's nonsense. It was all an act, designed to swing the jury over to your side by clever theatrics. Because you knew the case for the defense was so flimsy. But it didn't work.
Thank you, Anthony.
You're welcome, sir.
think you're wrong, Mike. I think it will work.
No. The jury will decide this case on the basis of the evidence, as you should have realized all along. And they will find Raven Whitney guilty as charged.
But for crying out loud, everybody is following everybody. Whitney's hired preacher to chase me just to get him on the witness stand in the flesh.
Well, what about Meade's written statement? I mean, surely they can introduce that into evidence.
Honey, it is inadmissible.
All right, I know. It's just that the case for the defense is stronger than the jury will ever know. That's not right. So what'd you do? What happened?
There was no other way. Help me God, there was no other way. I went to bed with her.
I know it seems unfair, but illegally obtained evidence cannot be admissible in court.
Eric, even if everything you say is true, there's still a lot about this case that just doesn't feel right, you know?
Well, look, as soon as Alicia Van Dine is finished testifying, and invite her downtown, because I do think there's a lot more she knows about preachers and Meade's whereabouts that she hasn't retained.
By that time, you might both be at the bottom of the Monticello River. Derek, ever since the charming Miss Van Dine arrived in Monticello, she's gotten away with crime after crime after crime.
Yeah, but there's nothing we
All right,
find.
I know. We weren't able to prove anything. Well, as far as I'm concerned, she's still a menace. And sometime soon, she has got to be stopped.
Yeah. I hope the bill is in order, Miss Van Dine.
Oh, yes, indeed. In fact, it's very reasonable, considering the Monticello Arms give such wonderful service.
Thank you. We'll try our best.
Henry, do you think that the hotel will get to mind paying in cash?
No, ma'am. Cash is fine.
Good. It just makes things so much easier. Now, let's see. Yes. That should do it.
Thank you. Do you need a receipt?
Oh, later. Henry, are you by any chance wondering what the rest of this lovely money is for?
Well, I was, yes.
It's for you.